They have the floor, so you need to be listening.
Oh, I'm waiting for watching eyes.
No, I'm done.
Pretty good.
Not yet.
Miss Rice, what are you doing?
I'm in the soil.
Why are you
Is that
eating
sunflower?
soil?
Well, I mean, it helps the plant grow, so I figured, wouldn't it help me grow?
What's in soil that will help you grow, Miss Rice?
I don't know, there's gotta be something in soil that helps plants grow.
Who can help me out and raise a quiet hand and tell me what's in soil that helps a plant grow?
Nutrients?
Nutrients. So, Miss Rice, does it have nutrients in it?
Yeah, you want some?
Miss Rice,
Yeah.
that's not soil.
Well, actually, I did crush up some Oreos. But, you know, Miss Moyer, I was looking at it, and Oreos have nutrients. There's nutrition facts right here. So I figured, you know, plants need nutrients to grow. I have nutrients to grow. Why can't the plant grow Oreos?
Raise a hand if you think Oreos will help a plant grow. Raise your hand if you think that. Why do you think that?
I don't think it's.
No? What do you think, Jeremiah?
Because we need nutrients to grow for everybody in a plant, but even though it's different kind of nutrients, it's still can be Oreos.
Oh, so you think Oreos will help it grow? Michael, why do you think Oreos will help it grow?
I think it won't grow
You don't think it will? Why not?
because it has to be soil because it has different stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
Thinking.
So I think we need some help because I'm a little confused. I think Miss Rice is confused because she's still eating that Oreos and thinking it's going to help
This plant is
grow that
beautiful.
plant. So we need your guys' help today. So in front of you in your bins, there is an investigation observation sheet. In 1 second, don't grab it yet. And then there's also a sheet that says illustrations. But raise a hand if you notice there's a blue sticky note on your desk. Or orange. Okay, so Miss Rice is going to tell you what those sticky notes are going to help you out with.
Before we dive into this, because this is going to be really cool, so I really need you guys to have watching eyes the whole time when we're talking, okay? We're going to have our listening ears on, right? And we're going to be respectful of each other. We're going to keep our hands to ourselves. And we're going to make sure we're talking so the people in our groups can hear us, that we're not too loud. Sound good? Okay, so you would notice that there are Post-it notes on your desk. So first one is a reporter. So if you're a reporter, raise your hand. All right, awesome. So you guys are going to be in charge of making sure everyone has the same information on this sheet. You guys are all going to fill this out, but you're going to make sure that your group is on track with this. Who has the illustrator? Who has the illustrator Post-it note?
I'm on track, man.
So you guys, thank you. So you guys are going to draw what's in these cups. And you notice there's numbers on each cup. And so you're going to want to draw, and then you're going to make sure all the rest of people in your group are also drawing the same one. So so cup number 1 is this one. And you're going to make sure they're not drawing something that's in this cup. You make sure they're drawing the right one. What about my cleanup managers? Who are my cleanup managers? All right. Okay, so some people have 2. So everyone's going to help clean up, but you guys are going to really make sure we're not getting too much dirt on the floor, and we're not throwing it everywhere. We don't have a crazy room, because then we won't be able to do this anymore, and that would be sad, right? So it's your job to make sure that we can keep doing this. Okay, what about my water dropper? Where's my water dropper? Okay, so you'll notice there's a small cup of water, and when you guys are looking at these, looking at the stuff in the cups on these plates, you're going to drop some water onto it, and you guys are going to talk about what that does or how it reacts to the soil or to the stuff that's in the cups. So I want you guys to go ahead. These sheets are in your bins, and we're going to get. Does anyone have any questions about that? You're going to talk with your group about what you find. The sheets are in your cups, and we're going to give you 10 minutes. We're going to give you 10 minutes. You guys can stand up if you need to.
So you all got to do this?
You have 10 minutes.
Hey friends, can you guys look at me for 1 second? You are going to be able to pour out some of the substances on the plate. That's why you guys have plates. So you are actually going to pour some of the stuff out of the cup on the plates and feel it with your hands and smell it so we can tell, because we need help finding out what these are.
I know.
We went outside, and we went outside. Let's see, everybody's eyes on me real quick. We went outside, and we were a little confused about what these were. So we need you guys' help to help us figure out what it is. So what you're going to do is you're going to pour out some of the stuff onto the plate, and then you're going to help each other in the group work together to figure out what we can guess what these substances are. Sound good? Thumbs up? Everybody understand? All right, 10 minutes, go. You can start dumping them out on the plate. Yep. How much ever you want. Yep, you can dump the whole thing.
Okay, well right now just write the cup numbers and just write
There you go. I know you're going to have to help me.
Clean up, manager.
Make sure you pass it around too, okay?
Everyone's working together. Nice group work.
It's okay. Alright, make sure you pass it around. You guys can stand up too. Whoever Keeler, you can pass it around, but be really careful.
How about you practice later on?
It looks like wet. It looks like something wet. It looks like I can feel it. So
Okay, make sure you're filling out this form. Where's our reporter? What's your name?
Alright, so you guys smelling it and writing down what you think?
somebody got
You gotta do cup one. Where's cup one? Do you have cup one? Awesome. Alright, so let's write cup one on our sheet. Who's the reporter?
Oh yeah, I know you are.
We gotta keep everybody on track.
Okay.
Alright, so we got the smell. Oh, it smells like the beach? What do you guys think? I don't know. Pass it along.
So you guys make sure you're
Did you try that? You want to smell it? Here, let's go. What's your name? Alright, so we got to talk as a group. I don't know. Alright, let's see. How about we find out what it feels like first? It smells like.
It feels soft.
Alright, reporter, what are we putting down? First smell.
Sand is number one. Smell. What did I
First smell, what's putting down? Alright, where's your sheet? Alright, second one.
All these cards.
Alright, keep moving
What
on.
about the color?
One, yep. Does it feel grainy though? Does it feel grainy? Does it feel like it's little rocks? Alright, reporter, let's ask her what
We have to do like color test.
reporter? I like how Michael is controlling the group. He's your reporter. Nice job.
Okay, we haven't done yet.
Alright, what about cup one?
Put water on it. What? Not yet.
Cup one? How about we put it in from
When you put water on it.
cup one? Alright, so what are you supposed to do with my nose tip? Making sure you're drawing it, yeah. Yeah, make sure your team's doing it too. You think that's what it's like? Put it down. You can do it however you want to do it. Yeah, you can do
Awesome.
Thank you.
And then throw like Hey, that's nice. You know how to
Okay, well, if that's what you see, then let's make sure you're really
Oh, we didn't pass that. That's fine.
Wipe it off.
Everybody got this? Now let's do this. It's just what else?
You guys try to, we have like 1 minute left. You guys try the water yet? Okay, here's my water dropper. You want to pour some on a little bit on the plate for this one? For this one? A little bit. You guys can use it for the rest.
Bless you. Awesome job. Great illustrations.
What happened to it? Who's the water?
That's cool.
I want to see
Number 2.
Ethan, are you guys ready to do that?
What's it doing?
We should put sand. Yeah. Oh no, it's about the other observations that we brag about it. Yeah, but put wet. Yeah, we gotta put wet.
Hold it well. Okay.
Alright, let's
If
go.
they paint the house, the water. Alright.
Alright. Can I use that real quick? Ma'am?
Hey guys, we also have to color.
Let's try it. Alright, here.
Alright, what about the season?
You
You can hear this right up, that's fine.
You need more water.
Yeah. How about
For number 2,
Alright, let's start filling these out.
Hey, don't need to color it in.
Okay, this okay. Where's my thing? Who's my thing manager?
Can I have eyes on me real quick? Eyes on me. Eyes on me. You guys have about 5 more minutes to complete your charts and your illustrations. We gotta get to working.
It smells like dirt. Let's go ahead and put out.
I like the team.
It smells like browns. That's what it smells like. No, she says it's the dirt. It smells like dirt.
Do we know what dirt smells like?
Yeah, Oscar. Okay, color. Brown. It's brown. It's brown. Red. It's a red.
Red brown. Ooh, that's a good color description.
Ready? Red. Brown.
Awesome job.
Green. That's wrong.
Oh, thank you.
It feels wrong. It feels wrong. It's like soft What happens when you put water in it? Okay, we got to make the
Awesome job.
We have to put the crunchy stuff. Put it.
Number 2.
I'll take your friend.
All right, are we done filling our charts?
You think it's my turn? Like, this feels like wild. We gotta color. We gotta make our illustration.
All right, we gotta fill in those tables first. We gotta finish filling the tables.
See, it's my water. Okay, but guys,
Who's wrapping up? You gotta finish illustrations. You gotta work together.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's work together.
Okay, let's go to pictures. Y'all have to make y'all's illustrations. Okay, what does this kind of just looks like yo, with the brown, look like that. And plus Addison okay, we got to move up. Okay, what are you doing? We go get one of Is it any this has a picture. Get that off right out. We don't have to put other options.
Hey, brother, can you hear me clap once?
We're not done yet.
Can you hear me clap once?
We're not done.
Can you hear me clap once?
We're not done.
Can you hear me clap once? Okay, you have 2 minutes, okay? So make sure our cleanup managers are cleaning up the stuff. Make sure our reporters have their charts all filled out. And if our illustrators.
What happens to other options? It feels like mud. It feels like mud. No, you got it. Okay. Ethan, did you color? You Ethan the brown. You Ethan the brown. You the brown. You the brown. Already put number 3.
It's okay.
It feels wet. Addison, it feels wet.
Alright, thank you, cleanup manager.
It feels wet. I feel
Alright, illustrator, we got everyone on task. Where's our reporter? Okay, you guys can do number 3. Okay, Addison,
what is this doing?
number 3, okay?
Of course, light.
Here, keep it on.
Any of you guys got background?
No, it's nothing.
One is yellow.
I like how this group, all their stuff's already cleaned up.
Smells like nothing. That smells like liquid. Okay.
We got 1 minute left. 1 minute.
Okay, I got the brown. I color really hard.
You did a really like your
Make it crunchy like the other one. Color it dark brown. Dark brown. Color it as hard
For
as
this
you
one?
can.
We have one in front of you. Okay, drop it really, really quickly, really lightly.
What does it feel like?
Okay, what happened? Don't touch it.
It sinks. It sinks.
Right back.
It sinks. Hey, that might be the dirt. That might be red. Here's a brown. Color it really hard.
Whoever's the cleanup manager, A+. A+.
It feels
The cleanup manager.
It feels wet. No, it feels wet. Yeah, it feels wet. Like what? What's Alright, but that is right.
Cleanup manager, I need you to have your all my
one is going away.
What is it?
BJ, you're the cleanup manager? Good job, bud.
I think somebody drew the way.
Awesome job. Great job.
Amazing.
You can hear me, put your hand on your head. And you can hear me, put your hand on your stomach.
Girls, what?
You can hear me, put 2 hands on your ears. If you can hear me, put your hands in your lap. Okay, listen up real quick. I need everybody to put their colored pencils up in the bin. It's okay if you didn't get to finish. We had some really good talk and discussion with our groups. That was awesome. I was really impressed with you guys. So, what I need you to do, back table, can you listen up for me? Can you just clean up quietly? Just put your sheets in front of you on your desk and have it seat quietly. It's okay. It's alright. I can clean that up. It's okay.
Ethan, hey, cleanup manager. Can you give her a napkin?
It's okay. Just soak it up.
At least we got it.
Alright.
Thank you. Thank you, Landon. Landon has his paper in front of him.
Like this?
Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Anna.
It was just right there. It was right there.
Awesome job, front group.
Front
group is ready to listen. They got their papers out and their mouths are shut.
So what do you do once you have your papers, right? Here, look at what everyone else is doing.
That group is ready to listen. They got their papers in front of them and their mouths are quiet. Front group is almost there. All right. So we put together a little PowerPoint to kind of go over what we're learning about. So who can raise a hand and tell me, what do plants need to grow? Somebody raise a quiet hand and let me know. All right, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think plants need? How does plants need to grow? What do they need? You think they need soil and water? Can anybody add to that?
Air and sunlight.
Air and sunlight. Ooh, awesome. What about in the back corner? They need nutrients, just like
my
the Oreo?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we need to, do we need to still look at some more stuff to really see if we can have Oreos help us grow?
I don't eat Oreos.
All right, well, let's look.
I can't eat Oreos.
Alright, we're going to go through these, and then we're going to make sure, does everyone have their observation sheet and their illustrations in front of them? Both of them? Awesome. Awesome. Alright, you can put this quietly on your desk. So, soil is made up of multiple things, usually. So let's take a look. So we talked about soil is important. You just said it provides nutrients for plants. I guess unlike Oreos. Silly Miss Rice. I don't know what I was thinking. And so they're made of lots of materials, and so actually that's what you guys were looking at, were the components and the parts of the soil. So we're going to decide which one was which after we go over the different ones. So the first one is sand. So sand has tiny grains of worn down rock, and it doesn't hold water very well, and it doesn't have very many nutrients. Who can raise a quiet hand after looking at everything on your chart and your drawings and what you felt, which cup do you think has sand?
Who's got a quiet hand? I think Shakira has a quiet hand. What do you think? Cup 1? Miss Rice, was it cup 1?
I think so. That's interesting. Why do you say that, Shakira?
Because it felt like you sand and it looked like.
Did you have really tiny grains of rock? Did you feel little bits and pieces of rocks? I think in the back corner we talked about that. They thought it was beach sand, but they could actually feel the tiny parts of the rock. They could feel kind of the rough parts of it. That's awesome. Right. The next one is silt. Can everybody say that word?
Silt.
That's a little tricky word. It is made up of very small broken pieces of rock, kind of like sand. It holds water really well. This front group, we kind of played with it, didn't we? And we made it, and you were like, ooh, we made dirt, right? Can we tell it held water very well? It held. It didn't dry up, did it? Yeah, it held it, right. So its particles are bigger than clay, but smaller than sand. You got a question? Which one do we think? Are you saying which one we think it was? What cup? Or what cup was it? Number 3. Give me a thumbs up if everyone agrees if it's 3. Everyone thinks silt was 3? Cup 3? Back group, which one did you think was cup 3? Did you think silt was cup 3? No?
I think it was cup 2.
You think it was cup 2? Okay. We'll talk about that. Let's see.
Let's look at the next
Let's look at the last
See if it
one.
changed your mind. Okay, so the third component is clay. So clay contains tiny particles of soil. It holds water really well. It can be shaped, and it provides the most nutrients. And this is kind of what clay looks like. It has that reddish brownish color. You can think about looking at your chart and your drawings and your illustrations. Which one do you think was clay? Which one? Ethan.
Third cup?
Third cup? That's interesting. Anyone else have another idea? Haley, thank you for raising your hand so quietly.
I think it's cup 3 because it feels like it. I mean cup 2.
So let's look. Cup 2 is actually the clay because look at the color. I remember, I know I'm not in your guys' class, I'm in the other class, but Miss Adam was talking about how in Virginia we have red clay. I know some people wrote down it was a reddish brown. Who wrote that down? Did somebody recognize that? It was red. So this is actually the Virginia clay. We actually went outside and dug it out of the ground. So this is Virginia red clay. The third cup is silt. I think sometimes when we poured it out, we got the cups mixed up, but I think I knew what you guys were talking about in the corner. So awesome job. So I think we really understood the different components of soil, but is there only one layer of soil?
No.
The topsoil, the subsoil, and
So should we talk about
Wow.
Do we need to talk about that so we know how plants grow? I think so. So let's look at that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so first layer we have is bedrock. You ever talk about bedrock? So bedrock is the furthest layer under the soil, and it's really, really hard. What is something you guys know about bedrock? Isaiah.
it may or may not can be broken.
May or may not can be broken. True. Never mind.
It's like the inner rock core and the inner core of the earth.
Okay, good. Interesting. Yes, Catherine?
The rocks are made of particles.
Particles, that's good. Yes, Michael?
It's made up of all rocks.
All rocks? Yeah, so it's really, really hard to the very, very bottom. Okay, so next we have, the next one is subsoil. What can you tell me about subsoil? Jeremiah?
Subsoil, it only has little rocks, but mostly soil.
But mostly soil? Yeah, it's under the topsoil. It's formed over a long period of time, and it's really good for helping plants grow. So, do you think this is subsoil? Can I use this as subsoil?
Yeah.
I can use it as subsoil. Why do you think it's good?
Because it's delicious.
It is delicious, but do you think it has the right nutrients to make plants